The Avro Lancaster stands as one of the most iconic heavy bombers of World War II, embodying the innovation and determination of British aviation during a period of intense global conflict. Introduced in 1942, the Lancaster was developed by Avro as a successor to the less capable twin-engine Manchester bomber. The Lancaster retained the Manchester's basic airframe but improved upon it significantly, most notably by incorporating 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines, which transformed the aircraft into one of the most reliable and powerful bombers of its time. Its distinctive design featured a large, high-aspect ratio elliptical wing with a wingspan of 102 feet, which provided exceptional lift and stability, allowing it to carry heavy payloads over long distances. The Lancaster's fuselage was 69 feet long, and its height reached 21 feet, giving it a robust and commanding presence on the airfields. It had a maximum takeoff weight of 72,000 pounds and a range of up to 2,530 miles, making it ideal for deep penetration bombing missions into German-occupied territory. The aircraft's performance was remarkable for a heavy bomber. Powered by 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin V12 engines, each generating 1,640 horsepower, the Lancaster could reach a top speed of 287 miles per hour, a cruising speed of 210 miles per hour, and a service ceiling of 24,500 feet. It was armed with 10.303 Browning machine guns mounted in 3 power turrets, nose, tail, and dorsal, providing defensive coverage for its crew of 7, which included a pilot, flight engineer, navigator, bomb aimer, wireless operator, and 2 gunners. However, the Lancaster's true strength lay in its bomb-carrying capacity. It could deliver a standard payload of 14,000 pounds, but with modifications, it could carry up to 22,000 pounds, including specialized ordnance like the 12,000-pound Tallboy and the 22,000-pound Grand Slam earthquake bombs. These massive weapons were instrumental in destroying heavily fortified targets such as submarine pens, viaducts, and battleships. The Lancaster was a vital component of the RAF's strategic bombing campaign, often compared to other bombers like the American B-17 Flying Fortress and the German Heinkel He-111. While the B-17 was celebrated for its durability and defensive armament, the Lancaster excelled in its ability to carry significantly heavier bomb loads over longer distances. The B-17's primary mission profile revolved around precision daylight bombing, which exposed it to higher risks from enemy fighters and flak, whereas the Lancaster was designed for nighttime operations, utilizing the cover of darkness and advanced navigation aids like H-2S radar to locate and strike targets. This allowed the Lancaster to play a unique and complementary role in the Allied air strategy, focusing on industrial and infrastructure targets to cripple the German war effort. The Lancaster's operational history is rich with daring and consequential missions. Perhaps its most famous operation was the Dambuster Raid of May 1943, officially known as Operation Chastise. In this mission, specially modified Lancasters from the elite 617 Squadron, equipped with Barnes-Wallis's ingenious bouncing bombs, breached the Möhne and Eder dams in Germany's Ruhr Valley. The resulting floods caused widespread damage to industrial facilities and disrupted the production of war materials. Another notable mission was Operation Catechism in November 1944, during which Lancasters armed with Tallboy bombs successfully sank the German battleship Tirpitz in a fjord near Tromsø, Norway. Beyond these high-profile raids, the Lancaster was a workhorse in the RAF's Bomber Command, participating in the relentless bombing campaigns against industrial centers such as Hamburg, Cologne, and Berlin. These missions, while controversial for their impact on civilian populations, were aimed at breaking German morale and crippling their war economy. The Lancaster was also used in a variety of auxiliary roles. It laid naval mines in enemy shipping lanes, performed reconnaissance missions, and even participated in psychological operations, dropping propaganda leaflets over occupied Europe. Toward the end of the war, it was involved in humanitarian missions, such as Operation Manna in 1945, where Lancasters dropped food supplies to starving civilians in the Netherlands. After the war, the Lancaster continued to serve in various capacities, including maritime patrol and search and rescue operations, until it was eventually retired in the mid-1960s. Its legacy, however, endures as a symbol of British engineering excellence and the bravery of the crews who flew it in some of the most dangerous missions of the war. To this day, the Lancaster remains celebrated in museums and airshows, where its distinctive silhouette and deep engine roar evoke memories of its critical role in securing Allied victory.